Hello everybody, how you doing? Lord PeteyTV here, giving everybody here a little bit of a tidbit of information about our game that we're in, that is in beta right now. It is called Wayfinder. Now, I would like to be upfront and get told, I was given this key from the team there at Wayfinder. I met them last year at PAX East, so I was put on a list, and they were able to contact me and get me a copy of that. I ended up playing for a little bit over the course of the past couple of times, and maybe about, I would say, got about 5 hours or so in on the game, probably more. And there's a couple things that I found very, very interesting about it, and I wanted to talk about it now, and then I'll talk about it a little bit later, hopefully when we get to the later end game portion of it. So the first thing I'm going to say is that the environment I was very, very impressed with. I thought that the environment itself, the maps, the world, the traversal, all of that portion of the game is super enjoyable, super fun, super nice to see. The artwork in it, great. I think that is A plus. I think that the way that the Wayfinders are dressed, their character creation, their clothes swappings, things like that, A plus. I think those guys did a great job there. I think that they have a lot of potential, and I think that's a great thing that they did. The other thing I want to kind of bring up forward is that the way that they're giving more Wayfinders. What Wayfinders are those characters that you're actually playing as. They first allow you to pick one of 3 characters to play from. Now, I kind of went into that going, oh, okay, it's just one of 3. Let's just give it a quick go, and we'll see how it goes. And if I don't want it, I'll switch to another one. Unknowing to myself, you have to work to get one of the other characters. So I was like, okay. So me and a couple of my friends, you might end up hearing them talking in these videos. They were kind of giving me a crash course on some of the stuff that I missed and kind of getting me up to speed. Now, you have to grind to get certain items to allow you to unlock more Wayfinders, unlock more weapons, unlock more things in that aspect. So you have to, it's a real grind, which doesn't really affect me because most games are a grind. I mean, World of Warcraft is our main game that we play here on the channel. So I'm used to grinds, and that really didn't worry me there. They had the whole aspect to, if you wanted to, you can just put your credit card down, buy more tokens, and buy more items. That's perfectly fine. Now, the thing that is nice and interesting about that is that this game right now is 100% PvE, which, I mean, why should I care what their policy is to get those characters, to get those weapons? That's whatever. I've been playing with my friends off stream a lot, and like today I played on stream with them to kind of get an overall view and kind of just talk to them and see their thoughts about certain parts of the game. And I thought it was pretty good. I think that the game has got a lot of potential and it's really good. Now, the things I want to kind of talk about is, because I'm used to various different crafting systems, I'm very much used to a lot of different things when it comes to MMOs. I mean, MMOs is what I love to play. And the crafting system, it's not bad. The crafting system is a little wonky if you're not used to complicated crafting systems. So the way it works is that you have your one main weapon, and then you have your other things you need to accomplish to create parts of that main weapon. This main weapon, I think, has 4 or 5 items that you need to complete on it. Once you get those other parts completed, and then you can kind of fuse them to your main weapon, and then that weapon can be crafted through the person arsenal. And I think that's no different than any other game. I think from what I've seen, it's going to be a grind. Now, like I said, I'm playing now early game. I'm going to make another another video for everybody about late game, so you kind of understand where we're going. Now, the expeditions are real easy, real quick, really nice to kind of go through them. And I'm pretty sure those are the ones that you kind of just go and you kind of run through and have fun with. And then you have your longer dungeons, which you kind of run through. I think that the dungeons are really, really nice. As of right now, because it is early access and beta, I know that they're supposed to be 100% generated on how it's supposed to be, but I mean, it's very limited, and you're going to be grinding, so you're going to see some of the same areas. But me and my friends were talking, they said that it's possible that you're going to be able to run into similar zones that end up having less less things in there than you're going to need, so you're going to have to run more. So that portion of it is going to be randomized. That's not too bad. I mean, that's not so crazy. So that was pretty interesting. The map, I could not find my targets for my quests on my map. That I really didn't like. That was probably one of my down parts, because I'm used to looking at the map, trying to see where I'm supposed to go, and then kind of go there. But they didn't have that option, so that was a little difficult to work with. But once again, not too bad. As for the world environments, when you're going through killing some mobs and things, those are pretty nice, not too bad. I think the open world is pretty nice. They've talked about having seasons, so each season you're going to get new weapons, new wayfinders, new things like that, which is going to be really nice. We don't know how long a season is going to be. I would assume, but it's a question that we got to ask the developers. Is it going to be 8 months, 6 months, a year for a season? What's that looking like? The other question that we were talking about is, are we going to have a wipe? Is everyone's content going to be removed, and then are we going to have to regrind everything else? Which, we're in beta. I can understand if you wanted to do that, but at the same time, for people that are really, really grinding hell and high water, I would hope that they know that it's getting wiped. So that's one of those things that I would love to get some answers for, and I think that hopefully we can end up talking to a developer and seeing what we can get for answers and things like that, and maybe have a little dev talk on the channel, which would be nice. So yeah, but all in all, I think that the game is really, really cool. I picked the melee DPS class as normal, because that's something that I would be with, either it's a rogue class or something along those lines, just like we do with Diablo, and it's pretty good. So I'm happy with it. I think that the one thing that really, I know that they kind of, I knew that there was going to be like not that big a deal, but I thought I was going to be able to change and swap on the other characters, and I didn't know I was going to have to grind for them. But that's not too bad. So, but anyway, long story short, Wayfinder definitely is going to be a fun game to play. If you want to go pick it up, pick it up. It's one of those games you can play, you can chill with and enjoy. Very similar to the way Dauntless is. Dauntless is probably one of those games that I adore and love, and it's super chill. And that's the types of games that I want to be playing when I am, just trying to have some downtime. I don't stream every game I play, because I want to just have a chill time and enjoyment. And like I said, I was hanging out with my buddies, and that's what we do. We just hang out and just having a good time. And this game is one of those games that I can see is great, has a super amazing amount of potential, and I cannot wait to get into our end game, and we'll have our end game video later on. I'm hoping that between now and next couple of weeks, me and my friends can get our characters leveled up high enough that we're just going to push end game content. We'll see how that goes. So it's going to be nice. But once again, Lord PeteyTV here. I greatly appreciate everybody for stopping in and listening. Once again, as always, we are affiliated with Sub2R. Use Lord PeteyTV there for, you know, discounts on green screens, glasses, you know, anything there. And also, if you're thirsty, you know, we are associated to Rogue Energy Drink. You know, Lord PeteyTV there, and you know, have some fun there. If you're looking for stuff about Wayfinder, I'm going to try to post a couple more things here and there. I think it's a great game. I think it's going to be fun, and I can tell that me and my buddies are going to be playing it on and off too. So, all right, I love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. More videos to come throughout the week, and I'll see everybody soon. All right, bye everybody. Love you.
Oh, it's fully. They didn't ask me anything on Reddit yesterday or today, and people are complaining like, how can, you know, we're doing a signed level dungeon and there's a level 1 in here, and he's like, yeah, we're working on that.
It happens all the time. I'll get them in when it's like just me and I'm trying to farm something. They just like they come in and it increases the difficulty of it, and then they just stand there. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
well, can't you turn the matchmaking off?
Yeah, try that.
You didn't try that?
No, I have.
Oh, and people still come in?
No, then it disconnects me.
Oh.
It's one of their features.
Well, I did that earlier today with, I turned matchmaking out. It worked fine. I think it's just that one night they were having server issues.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, there no
doubt. They worked fine today.
No doubt in my mind, they definitely have server issues. But I think like little by little they're clearing stuff up.
Oh yeah, it's getting better. But the other thing with their matchmaking, so they have a thing where it's called helper mode, where you can queue in as a helper, and it'll put you into a dungeon to help people. But it doesn't. So there's a fight in one of the story campaigns, the fight the first, and I had not ever seen that fight or not even in the quest to do that. I wasn't even up to that point yet. But I had to sign up for helper mode. It puts me right in that fight. I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a spoiler thing. They should kind of like, they put you in stuff that you don't even have a quest for to help people out. Like, you know, we beat it, but still, it's like, oh, this would be one of your quests to run that you had a quest for. Puzzles that special you have a quest for it.
Yeah. Ooh. Data fragment. We're gonna do goblin.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, the facsimile.
Yep.
I wonder if they're planning on wiping. I would assume, right?
They haven't said anything about that, especially when people have spent all their time,
Yeah,
like, thousands of hours.
I'll be honest, I'll be pissed. Like, considering you paid for early access, like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, you should be...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just, like, that's okay if they plan to do it, but that should be very upfront. Like, hey, here's your early access, but, like, your character will be wiped.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think, if they haven't said it, at least what I've read and seen in videos, no one's ever mentioned. And that would be kind of a big thing to mention.
I forgot, what is the ultimate button?
4?
Yeah, default will be 4.
What's the one that's like your special?
That's Q, that's your weapon.
Q?
That's the default, is for your weapon ability. Now your ultimate for your spells, that's default is 4.
Right.
Tired of
Wait.
that.
Putting Big Will down. There you go. Get in the bubble so you don't die.